Hey, I'm Daniel. In this video, I'm going to show you PokéRus in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I'm going to explain to you everything you need to know about PokéRus in these games. And so, for starters, if you are playing the game just adventure mode, you're just running around and battling wild Pokemon, there is a 3 in 65,536 chance of getting PokéRus after you have battled a Pokemon in the wild that has PokéRus, and so it's very rare for starters. That makes it a 1 in 21,000 chance, roughly, to just randomly find PokéRus. And that was what happened to my friend Popski over at the NPC HQ. He had PokéRus on one of his Pokemon after he had been in the wild area, and so it's very rare. And so I'm going to show you how to spread PokéRus, how to get PokéRus, and just everything about it. And so I do have a Hoot here, which he traded me. And you can see right next to the flying type, there is a smiley in pink or purple with a big X on it. And if there is a big X on it, it means that PokéRus is still active. And the thing with PokéRus is that if you have a Pokemon with PokéRus that is stored in the computer, it will never go away. But as soon as you put that Pokemon in your party, like this, the clock is ticking. And so you need to spread the PokéRus to other Pokemon, and then always make sure to have at least one Pokemon in your computer that has PokéRus active. Because what happens is, when you have a Pokemon in your party that has PokéRus, the smiley here will eventually turn into just a smiley without the X, and then that means that the Pokemon has recovered from PokéRus and it's now healthy and happy. The practical effect of PokéRus is rather complicated. I recommend you to check out the pinned comment on this video explaining EVs, because there's a lot of myths going around with PokéRus and what it does. Does it make your Pokemon stronger? No. Does it make your Pokemon stronger faster? Yes. So the Pokemon has a limited potential, and with PokéRus, the Pokemon will reach that potential faster. That is a very basic explanation of it. And so in the case that you have PokéRus, how you want to spread it is that you want to just put it in your party. I'm currently unsure if it has to be in the first spot. We can just do some experimenting here. But basically, I can show you the summary of my Pokemon here. Here's my Aegislash. This Hoot has PokéRus. And none of these Pokemon, except the Hoot, has the PokéRus. And so from here, you want to do some wild encounters. Like this. I'll just make this part really fast, like 500%, and then just knock out a few Pokemon, and then I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I knocked out 3 Pokemon, and so I'm now going to go into the summary of these Pokemon and see if PokéRus has transferred to any of the other Pokemon. And the question remains how that works. Okay, new strategy. I flew to Route 1 and I'm going to use the Pokemon that has PokéRus in the battle and see what happens then. Okay, it spread to the Aegislash. Awesome. Okay, so basically it spreads somehow when you have it in battle. So what you then want to do is to swap the Pokemon around a little bit. Maybe I want to give it to my Zacian. And then, so the Aegislash now has PokéRus and the Hoot. And so I'm now going to do another battle and just see if it spreads. Because apparently it's going to spread per battle. Just a new Pokemon gets it if it's close in the Pokemon party with a different Pokemon that has PokéRus. Alright, the Sashian now has PokeRus. The Togekiss now has PokeRus. The Aegislash. And the Pikachu, but not Eternatus. So as you saw, I did some clever switching because apparently you need to have a Pokemon with PokeRus in the battle for something to happen, because in the start of the video I did 3 battles when the PokeRus was just somewhere in the party and it didn't work, but this worked. So I had the Hoot Hoot with PokeRus and then spread to Sashian. Aegislash had PokeRus and it spread to Togekiss and Pikachu, but not Eternatus. So what happens now is, if I do another battle, because Pikachu has PokeRus, it should spread to the Eternatus as well. So let's see if that turns out to be the case. Okay, I now used the Hoot Hoot in another battle, and let's see if the Pikachu has spread the PokeRus now to the Eternatus, and the answer to that is no. Let's see now if I swap this in between the Aegislash that has PokeRus and the Pikachu that has PokeRus, and see what happens. I knocked out yet another Pokemon using the Hoot Hoot, and the Eternatus now has PokeRus as well. As I opened the video with, you can see that the smiley right here has a big X on it. That means that PokeRus is active, and basically when that X disappears, it can come back. When a Pokemon has had PokeRus, that's it. And so always make sure to have at least one Pokemon in your computer that has PokeRus, because if not, it can wear off, and that's not cool. And so that is my recommendation. If you would like some PokeRus as well, you can head over to the NPC HQ Discord server. An invite link to that server is in the video description. Over there we are doing all sorts of Pokemon and Nintendo things. Mostly Pokemon these days because of Pokemon Sword and Shield, but we are actively trading with one another and spreading PokeRus, and so it's a good time to join the server. Yeah, hope to see you there. I hope this video was interesting and helpful, and thank you for watching.